This map is from Sebastian Münster from 1552 in his book Cosmographia, and it depicts the island of Cyprus in the eastern Mediterranean. Sebastian is quite unique in his drawing style. When you see medieval maps, they look very different. They have a lot of, city names at the coast, while this map is quite name poor almost, which is quite refreshing. So you're not, bombarded with just names that you might not be even able to read. And of course, the geography is a bit incorrect, but you have some major geographical features that are actually in Cyprus that this map shows. So from the maps that I've seen about Cyprus, I actually like this one the most. It is definitely not completely accurate. It's a bit more accurate than others in certain regards. And it's just kind of nice to look at, and I thought it might be worth recreating. Recreating this map in Fyros Studio involved a couple of steps. I had a photo of this map, and I used a regular online software to remove the background so that I only had the island. And so I used that in order to upload a template and then place that as the landmass, as you can see in the video. And then the original image I uploaded as a windrose, and then used that windrose, displayed that on the map with reduced transparency so that it will still be on top of land, but I can draw rivers on it and see more or less where I have to be. So the rivers, there are actually quite a lot of rivers, more rivers than most maps will probably have. And then there are a lot of mountains, and this is because of the geography of Cyprus. This is more or less correct, I mean, for the time. And the mountains, I decided, first I thought I would do a symbol object so that I can, place these mountains individually. But since it is, although it is a little bit correct geographically, it's not really correct. Like these old maps are rarely correct when it comes to these geographical features. And so I decided just to make an area so that I can kind of approximate what was done on the map, but I didn't have to, slavishly follow every single stroke. And then also that makes it easier later on if I decide to use a different kind of mountain to replace that. So I just chose mountains that look more or less the same as the mountains that I see on the map. And then lastly, I just added some individual icons like the ship, the cities. I added some labels as they are on the map. I struggled a little bit with deciding if this should be a colored map or not. I mean, originally it's not colored and it's just in this, paper beige color tone. And so I kind of just made two versions. One not so much colored, and one with a blue sea and, green trees and so on. Check out Fyros Studio on Steam if you want to draw your own maps. Bye-bye.